Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in this market or to just learn from the market. But first, let me give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. But if you could please like, share, subscribe, y'all. We learn and we grow together. With that being said, let's get started. So we are looking at AMD, and as you can see, we closed at 233.08. I'm going to mark some levels here. Why? Because price gathered in this area here, right? So I'm going to say around the 236.49 could be a support area. We can use this area of resistance around 237.75. Now, back to the upside, we would need to get back above that 238 area. We could very well have trouble again around 239.17, breaking that level 240.87. Keep in mind, we could very well get stopped out in this area here. So if you're trading AMD, there's a possible areas of resistance. Now breaking that 240.87, the next level 241.90, breaking that 241.90 for AMD, 243.91. And if we should break that, we could very well make a new high. So again, if you're trading AMD, these are possible, or those are possible areas of resistance. Let's look at the support areas. Losing this area here of 236.49, we could very well come back to 234.81, breaking that. Y'all see that ATR trailing stop is not far from a level of 233.48 that we have marked, breaking that level 231.93. Should we break that, 230.17 is the next level of support. Why? Price was here, right? How it puts us under that 200 EMA on this 30-minute chart, breaking that level for AMD today. We could very well, I'm going to mark this level. Why? Because price gathered here somewhere around the 227.64, breaking that level. Then the next level is around 226.81, 225.80, 224.49, 223.98, breaking that for AMD, 223.30, and should we break that, 221.49. Those are possible areas of support and resistance for AMD today. Keep in mind, y'all, I look at support and resistance on a smaller scale. Why? Because when I'm in the trade, I kind of want to know where my possible trouble places are, right? So we are now looking at Meta. We closed at 716.91, and as you can see, we've been having trouble at resistance around that 721.49. Support, we could possibly say, is here around the 719.47 area. And let's go back to the upside. Should we break back above the 721.29, we could possibly have trouble again at 721.78. Breaking that level, 722.15, 722.93, breaking that 723.81, and should we break that 724.49, breaking that 724.49 area for Meta today, we could possibly have trouble around the 725.46, breaking that 725.46, 726.01, 726.93, and here again at 727.77. Meta is an inside day candle. We will get to that, right? So under, let's say we lose the support here of the 719.47, 719.08, 718.63, 717.79, 717.04, and breaking that level 716.34. Should we break that, the ATR trailing stop around 715.74. There's a few layers of support here for Meta. So let's say we break under the 715.29. We have the next level here around the 714.77, which puts us under the 200 EMA on this 30-minute chart. Now let's say we break under the 714.53 area, which again, there's a few layers of support there. Breaking that brings us back to 713.96, and breaking that level for Meta today, 712.86, and again here at 712.03, breaking that 712.03 area, 711.27 could possibly be a support area for us today. Now, I did mention that Meta was an inside day candle, so I'm going to see if we should break above, let's say, this level here of 718.63, which we are above that, right? But we've been having trouble here at the 721 area. 721.78 was the high thus far. We have an upside target for Meta today at 725.46. Now to the downside, let's say we break under the 706.10, we could very well come back to this target here of 703.89. And I'm going to see how much Meta normally moves, about $18.26 per day. Yes, that daily chart is congested, but that 18.26 is the ATR, which is the average true range for Meta. So if that is something that you trade, I said often, y'all, trade carefully. Netflix is an inside day candle. I'll go ahead and get the target for that. If we should break, and we have broken through the trigger of 1203.32 for Netflix. Yes, 1203.32, the upside target, 1216.78. Now to the downside, if by chance Netflix get back above under the 1178.69, downside target today for Netflix is 1175.79. And let's go see how much Netflix is normally moving, around $28.03 per day. Keep in mind, y'all, that could be in either direction. So if you are trading Netflix today, it is an inside day candle, and I said often, y'all, trade carefully. We are now looking at NVDA. We closed at 183.22. Looks like we got rejected here at this 185 area right here. So where are the trouble places? Y'all see it here. Support is around this level, 182.56. Let's see if we can make this a little bit. There we are. 182.56 was a support area. Resistance, we could possibly say, is around that 183.05 as of now. Should we break that 183.05 back to the upside, 183.30, 183.44, 183.74, 183.99, breaking that level. Something stopped us here. I'm going to mark that here for NVIDIA, 184.26. Should we break that level, 184.48, and breaking that for NVIDIA today, somewhere around, let's say, the high here in the body of those candles here, 184.67, breaking that 184.67. I had that 185 area, and that is where our ATR trailing stop is forming as of now, breaking that 185, 185.16, not very far away. However, breaking the 185 today, possibly 185.60. Keep in mind, we could very well get stopped out in this area here. Now back to the downside for NVIDIA, under 182.56, we could very well come back to around 182.28, 182.14, 181.99, breaking that 181.99, 181.53, 181.28, let's see, yes, 181.28, 181.07, and breaking that 180.78, breaking that 180.78. I have 180.31 as a possible support area. Now, NVIDIA is an inside day candle for today. Again, that 184.26, let's see. No, NVIDIA is an inside day candle for today. Say, for instance, we break above that 184.26 area, the 185.87 is the target. Now, to the downside, let's say we break under this level of 182.28, the downside target today was the 181.99. So if you're trading NVIDIA today, I said often, y'all, trade carefully, mark your levels once it goes against your why or your reason, for getting in the trade. Trade carefully. I say that often, right? So let's go look at the SPY today just to see where we are. And yes, SPY is very congested. I know that. That's because the SPY and Tesla is something I like to chart, right? So let's say where the support places as of now. Support is around this 665.85. We can say resistance 666.71, which is the high here, breaking back to the upside 666.96, 667.27, breaking that 667.68, which is the high of this candle here. Should we break that level, 667.97, and breaking that 668.58, breaking that for the SPY somewhere around the 669.01, 669.45, breaking that 669.45 for the SPY today, 669.85. And should we break that, there's a few layers of resistance here, 670.35, 670.66. Those are possible areas of resistance. Now back to the downside, y'all see this has been our support area here, breaking this level of support around 665.76, 665.46, down here again at 6 665.16. A few layers here. Again, let's see if we can make that. Yes. So around the 664.89, should we break that? 664.55, that is under right where our 50 EMA is as of now, and price was kind of like in this area here, right? So breaking under that 664.12, should we break the 664.12? 663.90, and that puts us kind of close to the ATR trail and stop at the 663.81. Should we break that? 663.41, and should we break that for the SPY today? 662.77, breaking that 662.40, and should we break that? 662.03. So if you're trading the SPY today, I would say trade carefully, mark your levels once it goes against your reason for getting in the trade. I said often, y'all, get out, right? So SPY is an inside day candle for today, meaning if we stay above, break above the 665.76, which we have, the upside target as of now 668.73. However, back to the downside under 658.14. The downside target for the SPY today is 657.11. No, 657.10. So let's go see. And again, the SPY chart is going to be very congested. It moves about $8.11 per day. Keep in mind, y'all, that is in either direction. So if you're trading the SPY today, I say it often, y'all, trade carefully. Again, we did have a few other inside day candles, QQQ being one of those, meaning if we should break above the 605.48, which we had an upside target as of now 608.49. Now back to the downside for QQQ, breaking under the 596.31 downside target today, 596.36. Let's go see. Again, it normally moves $9.24 per day in either direction, y'all. So if QQQ is something that you trade, I say it often, trade carefully. So Walmart is also an inside day candle for today, and let's see where we are with Walmart breaking above 108.23. Walmart has a target today of 109.60. Under the 106.19 area for Walmart, we could have a possible target of 105.64. So again, Walmart normally moves $2.36 per day in either direction. That is the ATR. So I say it often, y'all, trade carefully. Why? Because in this market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. So we are looking at Tesla, and I say it so often, y'all, Tesla does what Tesla does, right? So we closed at 439.31, and it's been trading in this little gathering spot, or in the, that consolidation area, right? So where are the trouble places for Tesla? Support as of right now, 443.13. We can say the resistance, 445.35. Should we break that, we could possibly have trouble again here at 445.02. Breaking that level, 445.84. Breaking that, we could possibly have trouble, 447.06. Should we break that for Tesla today? Possibly 448.87, 450.05, and breaking that 450.05. The next level I have is around the 452.08. Keep in mind, we could very well get stopped out anywhere in this area here. So breaking that for Tesla today, this area 452.08, 454.30, and should we break that 456.01, anything is possible with Tesla, right? So back to the downside as of now, y'all see that 20 EMA is right at a level that we have marked at that 443.13. Should we break that level, 442.29 is the next level of support. Should we break that, we could possibly find support again at 441.47. Now breaking that 441.47, I have that 440.41 as a strong area of support for Tesla. We've been there a few times, right? So breaking that brings us back to the 439.27, and y'all see that is where the ATR trail and stop, the 50 EMA and a level that we have marked here. So that 439.27 area, or the 439 area, definitely I will be watching today for Tesla. Should we break that level, the next level, 438.42, 437.71, 436.91, 436.19, breaking that 434.54, 433.50. It would not surprise me to see us back at this 433.50 area for Tesla. Breaking that today, we could possibly find support 432.22. That has been a support area for us. Breaking that level for Tesla 450.53 and breaking that 428.60. Again, that has been another strong area of support in my opinion. So if you are trading Tesla today, I said often, y'all, trade carefully, mark your levels. Once it goes against your reason for getting in the trade, get out. Live to trade another day, right? So this is what I see when I look at the market, y'all. I said so often, there's so many different ways to trade the market, and what's challenging is trying to figure out the strategy that works best for you and for you to have the discipline to execute your plan, making sure that you have a plan before going into the trade. So I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very, very productive day today. Again, if you could please like, share, subscribe, y'all. We learn and we grow together. With that being said, y'all be blessed as well as a blessing unto others. Until next time.